Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care at Talks. At Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is technology changing the face of education, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Mrs. Kalpana Kashyap, ma'am, Principal of Angels Palace International School. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Mahak, to give me this golden opportunity to speak over the technology impact on the education. It's my privilege that I'm representing my school, Angels Palace International, as a principal. So it will be my pleasure to give this opinion about this beautiful concept or beautiful topic.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you here too. So, ma'am, let's start off with the session, ma'am, shall we?
Yeah, we can start now.
So, ma'am, firstly, we say that technology is changing the face of education. It's everything is changed. Technology has you know changed everything from education to let's say mainly we are talking about here education. So, how do you think it has changed mainly the way we are learning, the learning process and everything?
I'm very connected with this topic because everyone will in the education will connect with this topic definitely because not only in education technology is changing the face of everything of our personal life, professional life, education industry, and the corporate also. First, I would like to mention here that we require to understand the term technology. What is the meaning of technology? And it is very meaningful and broad concept actually. It's not only the use of mobiles, not only the use of computers, projectors, TV, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter. This is not only the use of these social media. Is it actually applied everywhere from our local, or you can say a home appliances, to the projectors, to digital library, to the projectors and videos, YouTubes, and the other appliances we are using, other audiovisual aids we are using in the schools. That is digital contents we're providing. Digital publishers are there now, they're providing digital content. This all is inclusive only due to this technology. So everything is connected to technology according to me. And definitely it is giving a beautiful impact, a resultful impact on the education industry as well, because the learning through the technology by using projectors, by using digital library, by using well equipped labs in the school industry I'm talking about. So the memory we are feeding the students, the brain we are feeding the students brain, that is very long lasting memory we are feeding there. So when they learn from the technology, if we talk about videos and we talk about the digital content, the digital library, so the impact of the learning through these technology using aids or applications is long lasting. The memory will consist it of for the long term, and they will feel equipped with all the instruments, like they have learned it, they learn the process, they learned how to execute, how to use the practical use this knowledge. So I will say the technology is giving a beautiful impact on the education. We are trying, we all school leaders are trying to apply at school level so that students will be get familiar with the technology and they will learn impactfully.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Very beautifully explained. Moving
And
forward,
I
ma'am.
would, sorry, I would like to mention here that technology is reducing the walls. Less paper, we are easily connected with the parents, we are easily connected with the students by the technology only. Like we can make any plan, we can share on WhatsApp groups, we can share on social medias, and we can make any video. If we want to share our, if as a principal I want to share my views with my parents, I can make a video, I can make a post on the Facebook, I can make a message on the WhatsApp, and I can connect with them easily. So connection, technology is making the connections with the parents and student very accessible, and we can execute any plan in any moment of the day with the parents.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, before the pandemic, happened, we were just, studying from, there was a traditional way, we call it, of studying. So, After that, after the pandemic hit, we all shifted to online teaching. So do you think is online education, is it more effective than the previous mode of education?
You have given a good example of COVID-19. Yes, it is effective, and effectiveness of the online education is actually depends on the situation also. If we will talk about the COVID-19 situation, that time the situation was like that, something is better than nothing. The situation was exactly applicable on the COVID-19 lockdown duration. So the online was that something thing which was which was in the favor of education that time, because offline classes were not possible, traditional education was not possible that time. But if you will ask about my opinion, definitely I will go with traditional education, because traditional education don't have any side effect as online education have. And we as a teachers, as a school leaders, different skills we develop in the students. If I will talk about the skills like physical development जो होती है बच्चों की, and secondly is social development. Social skills are required like leadership, team building, confidence, motivations. That is also developed in the school activities, school curriculum. And spiritual skill, and that is a intellectual school also, that like different quiz we organize in the school, different olympiads we organize in the school, different competitions we organize. So that skill development was lacking in the online classes. And the mandatory thing in the teaching is personal touch of teacher and student, which give more impact on the results of learning. That was also lacking in the online classes. We were not able to connect with them personally. It was a group teaching. We cannot touch their hands and say, beta, you can do better than this. You're doing good, you're great, we can make you clap. It was all was virtual, but it was not so impactful to motivate them properly. So according to me, traditional education is quite satisfactory. It has no side effect, because somehow online education have side effect also. They use it, they feel it as a interesting, but they feel it as a games. They want to pass the times. If they don't want to pay attention to the teachers, they can pass it like this. If both are talking and you don't want to listen me, it's okay, you can just watch me. So I think they have a side effect also of the online classes. Traditional education, you cannot ignore your teacher. You have to listen, you have to focus, and the first priority of the education is the focus of the student should be learning. The teacher, when they are teaching, the students should listen them properly. So online classes have their own impact. But if we compare with traditional education, definitely I will go with the traditional education without that is without side effect and have more impact on teaching and learning.
Absolutely, ma'am. I think very rightly said. Physical presence, it's really required when it comes to teaching. So, online teaching can never be on that level.
Yes,
Thank you.
personal touch is always required. And one most important was lacking in the skills. The intelligent students, the low performers, every kind of students was lacking in the writing skills, because nobody was want to write that time. They were just learning through the online classes. They were nagging that, and they were giving the replies on MCQs. That was online tests we were conducting. Writing schools skills, when they joined the school again, writing skill was most prominent problem we were facing in the school. मात्राओं का ज्ञान and the writing concept in Hindi and English. And still we are doing it till 10th and 11th standard, because they were lacking from last 1.5 year during COVID as online classes. And students become lazy also. They don't want to sit for 6 hours in the class. They just want, when they came after lockdown, and my students of 10th and 11th, they were saying, okay, ma'am, can we lay down on the benches? Can we back there? Because why? I said, what happened? They said, ma'am, because we are sitting in one of in couches from last so much duration, like around 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So not into habits are they have to uh, uh, stretch their without stretching the legs. They have to sit in the single position and to listen the teacher. And teachers are also getting tired when they join after 5 or 6 months in November 2019. So it was a tough time. So I will give my vote actually to the traditional education.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving forward, ma'am, when it comes to not online teaching, when it comes to technology, so technology has a lot to offer. For example, when we were studying, when we grew up studying, what a heart is, there was just this diagram of heart, and we never knew how that thing worked. But now we have a lot of presentations, we have a lot of videos to explain what heart is and how it actually looks like. So what is the impact of technology on education in your opinion, ma'am?
Very very senseful sentence you have told ki it is very interesting now, and technology is really making the education very interesting. And this is the first attraction point of the students. They feel attracted, and this is start to give attention to the teachers or the projectors or the videos which they want to give. So they the priority to get the attention of the child, that is fulfilling by technology nowadays. Because if we want to attract the child attention, we can attract just by using any technology, by using mobile, by projectors, LEDs, or Google, and everything, anything as a computer labs we have to attract their attention. And that was the major part we were lacking earlier, because by the theoretical knowledge, they always lack into the attentions towards the teachers what they are teaching. So topic was lacking, attentions were lacking. So it is very easy to access, to show them the videos, to show them the practicality of the topic, to get them the conceptual topics knowledge about what is the, as you are saying, how the heartbeat start, how the heart is working, how, what is the respiration system. If we want to show them the full digestive system, we can show them how it works, when it start, from where it stop. Everything is very accessible to them now through the videos, through the projectors, digital content, and everything. And this is not to give them the information only. We are giving the information by using the technology, which is very impactful also, and which is giving long lasting impression on the brain. And whenever we will recognize, as we were young, that when we were young, so we watch Mahabharat and Ramayana on the TV, and those videos, those colors, those picturizations make a positive impact on brain. Until date, we are very familiar with the every character of Ramayana and Mahabharat. Still, we have not revised those chapters. Nothing we have done. We have never read that Gita and Ramayana. The students are reading those things nowadays in syllabus, in NCRT books, but they have not seen those Mahabharata and Ramayana, and they are confused about Duryodhan and Karn and the Drast and other characters of the Mahabharata also. So this is the impact of video, which we have seen in 20-25 years ago. So this kind of learning they're getting from the technology. If we will compare with the old times, definitely technology is playing significant role in the education nowadays. Students who were lacking in the attentions, who were not interested toward the studies, they are getting more attracted toward the studies. We can take their interest also, in which field they have interest. If they have interest in computer, they love to go to the computer labs. If they have interest in science, they love to go to the science labs. Some students are good readers, which observe in the libraries. Digital libraries are there. They can read the books at home also through the apps. So this kind of inventions in the technology in education sector definitely giving more effective and better education for youngsters, and for helping us as a school leaders also. We are now familiar with the technology, and definitely it's increasing our result also on our learning perspectives.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very beautifully example you just gave us, Mahabharat and Ramayana. So we do have, Mahabharat in our NCRT. So it's very hard to, memorize
Yes.
all the characters. When it comes on the TV, we all know when it, for example, if that character, appears in some other movie or other TV show, we know that this is Ram. This used to be
Huh.
Ram Ramayana. So yes,
But
ma'am.
that old time Mahabharata and Ramayana was so impactful that I just memorized every character, what was the role, what they did, and what were they were carrying that time, what was the culture of that time, because it was very impactful. That time, that was the technology actually, which we were learning through those videos and those Mahabharata episodes. And technology is nowadays also reducing our paperwork. They're making it easy by question paper makings, easy evaluations, report sharing with the parents. So work is also getting easing day by day by using technology.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Lastly, ma'am, do you think this, inclusion of reality in education, does it make teaching more effective, in your opinion, ma'am?
Augmented अगर हम reality if we talk about augmented reality, we think about that this is the app which we use for Pokemon app and Pokemon Go, Snapchat, but this is more than that. It is actually to show the students about classroom education, which can be extraordinary, more interesting, and AR can enable the teachers to make the concept more visible to them and get them familiar with the games actually. And this is very quite interesting for them, the students who are not able to understand the concept easily through the easy videos, or you can say clear cut videos. They can take more interest, and they can, as we observe, the textbooks are not interesting for them. So through the learn AR to learn, it is very easy for them. And we know that the fact, this is a scientific fact, then human learn faster, and the memory is long lasting if we learn through the formal videos and audios. The videos make more information in our brain, and it is long lasting, and we learn it very easily. Given the example of Ramayana and Mahabharata in old times, and some applications which we can learn on which are the tools actually for the education through ARS, 4D elements, Google Expeditions, AR app, which is making easy to use, and we can apply those applications, those instruments into the education, so that learning will be more easy, more interesting, and it is game based applications. So students learn more easily through these applications.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today. It was lovely having you here.
Thank you. I would just share my opinion in the last. So, in my opinion, technology is rising the standard of education, rising the standard of education by creating milestone in education. Here, I would like to mention one point, which is to appeal to everyone, to parents, to students, to you also, those who are watching the videos, that it's technology for young learners should be under the supervision, and secondly, it should be balanced, not as a compulsory tool to them. It should be supervised also. If they are using the technology, any kind of technology for education or learning, that should be under the supervision of parents or teachers or their tutors. And if we want the best results through the technology, is them, and we have to give them a balance also. It means the traditional education plus technology, using online classes, whatever we are using, but it should be balanced so that it will be amalgam of the best result oriented teaching. Not only that we are based dependent on technology, we are dependent on traditional education. It should be a blend of balance of our technology plus traditional education plus our supervision plus balance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very wonderful session with you. And thank you so much for
Thank you,
imparting
Mahak.
your knowledge and experience with us.
Thank you. Thanks to you. Thanks to NTEB team to give me this opportunity to share my views here. It's a very broad topic actually. To conclude it within 15 and 20 minutes is quite difficult. But it's actually a topic of debate. Some are in favor of using of technology and some are not. But if I can cover points by through this 15-20 minutes interview, I think my parents and students to understand the use of technology in proper and positive way. Thank you, Mahak. Thank you, NTEB.
Thank you, ma'am. And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you.